Ever wondered what a statute is in legal terms? It's a question that may seem simple on the surface, but unpacking it reveals the complex, intricate mechanisms that underpin our legal systems across the globe. First off, let's be clear, statutes are written laws, plain and simple. But they're not just any written laws. They're laws enacted by legislative bodies, those groups of elected individuals who come together to make decisions on behalf of the people. We're talking parliaments, congresses, you name it. These bodies have the power to enact statutes, which then govern specific areas of law within their jurisdiction. Now, when we say specific areas of law, we really mean it. Statutes cover a broad spectrum, from criminal law to civil law, administrative law, and more. Basically, if there's a field of law, there's a good chance there's a statute or two that governs it. And just like any good library, these laws don't just float around in a chaotic mess. No, they're neatly organized into codes or statute books, making them easier to reference and understand. It's like having an encyclopedia, but for laws. But what really sets a statute apart? It's the formal language. Statutes are not just written in any language, but in a formal legal language that clearly expresses their intent and scope. This language is crucial as it leaves no room for ambiguity, ensuring that the law is applied uniformly and fairly. Statutes are also the primary source of law in statutory law systems, as opposed to common law systems where judicial decisions hold more sway. So depending on where you are in the world, statutes could be the bread and butter of your legal system. And it doesn't stop there. Statutes can be created at various levels, all the way from the federal level down to the state or provincial level, and even the local level. And they're not just the domain of the legislative branch. In some countries, the executive branch can also originate statutes. Once a statute is enacted, it's not just a suggestion, it's a law with real force and must be obeyed. The courts are then responsible for interpreting and applying these statutes, guided by established legal principles. To recap, a statute is a written law enacted by a legislative body governing a specific area of law within a jurisdiction. It's written in formal language, and once enacted, it carries the force of law. Statutes cover a wide range of legal fields and can be created at various levels of government. They're organized into codes or statute books for easy reference and are interpreted and applied by the courts. So, next time you hear the word statute, remember, it's not just a word, it's a cornerstone of our legal systems, a tangible expression of our collective decisions, and a guide for fair and just conduct.